Hi, welcome. A little bit late because I had to buy a hat. When I left my work, it was overcast and I didn't need a hat. And now I'm in a different part of Hong Kong and it's sunny. It's really sunny. We are in Tai Hang and we're going to go to Tai Hang. This is where, if you know John Ho, this is where he used to live. It's a little bit of a Western neighborhood, a little bit. Show the hat. How do I flip the camera with her? Just a £15, $150 Hong Kong dollar hat. I've never shot in this mode before. Hi, bye, bye. Doesn't want to change. Yeah, it's a white hat to keep me cool. This building over here. Oh, actually, before I get started, don't forget I'll do chapters in the podcast. Sorry, in the YouTube video, all the little timestamps just to skip ahead if you don't want to wait around for the lull. L-U-L-L, not the lol. And we're by Victoria Park. But over there, this is a college. It's called the Queen's College. Founded in 1862, but it hasn't always been here. That makes it 152 years old, by the way. The college was further in central, going that way, towards the west, and then they relocated here. It's a boys' school, all boys. Oh shit. I didn't realise the traffic was still coming in from that angle. Could have got squashed by a bus. Basically the first school in Hong Kong to teach English to Chinese people. And for the first 5 years, they only allowed Chinese people to study there. It's actually older than the education department. But that's just the beginning. We're gonna go to where the fire dragon dances, because if I remember correctly, the fire dragon is going to happen, I think later this month or in June. So if I can get access again, then we'll do a night scope. No, not a night scope, a night live stream and show it. I did it on Periscope one time. I think you can find the old Periscope still on the YouTube channel because we had an interview to do. And if you know your acres, because I don't, it's about 2.5 acres of land they have. Oh, this is where the I think. Oh, I'm umming and ahhing to myself while taking stock of the fact that there's soldiers opposite, but there's the Communist Party's liaison office is to my left, but I'm not going to throw video at it. Soldiers are watching me, but it's on this street. And the police are here. Chicken. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know what they're like with social media. It's just over there on the left here. That's where the office is this is one of those places that hasn't seen a lot of development because it's off the main road and it's sort of in a recessed area, so you can still find lots of old things. Which hopefully I can show you. This is the Chinese Rhenish Church. Technically we're in Wan Chai. The dragon dance people are over there on that side. But first, take a detour down here. You're very quiet. What's happening? You see, what's popping up now are buildings like this. The middle one, I mean. Very small, tight buildings. This one's called Little Tai Hang, and this is actually a hotel with serviced apartments. I didn't realize. These are famous, these two. I'm sure you can find them on Instagram. This is public housing, but obviously they're famous for their shape because they don't make them like they used to. This video will get demonetized now because of that background music that you can hear. But we have a some kind of tree. Hello, Dave. Just dropping this fruit, which nobody eats. They look like figs, but they're not. No one eats them. No one picks them up. Oh, there's two of them. I didn't realize. There's like two towers on that one. Technically, there's a village over there. Can't remember the name of it. Maybe they were relocated native residents. Oh, okay. I scheduled this one for the first time. This live stream, just to see what would happen. Oh, hi, Paula. There's the front of it. So what's typical at the moment is a lot of these places, these new residential places, are obviously residential area on top. Then they have a garden and gym underneath, and then most likely a kind of bar or something. This one's called Ask for Alonzo. I doubt there's an Alonzo working there. It's nice though. You don't see a lot of red bricks in Hong Kong. I found you by accident just now. Yeah. You're always online. What are you talking about? No, it'd just be for the residents, I'm afraid. I'm thinking of going back to the gym once the COVID clears and I can get in the sauna. There's a gym I used to go to, and it was like 22,000. Oh, poop, my shoelaces are untied. Hold on. But while I'm still talking, perfect segue. It was like 22,000 a year, for 2 years, sorry. 1,000 Hong Kong dollars a month. Really expensive, but they've got a really nice gym and some of them have a swimming pool. So I quit anyway because they're still really expensive and not worth it. And what I'm thinking of doing is just using their 1-day pass, and probably once a month just go and use all the facilities just for 1 day a month. Yeah, well, I've just bought some secondhand kettlebells, and I've got a nice 100-meter run, stretch of road outside my apartment. So I've been doing high intensity training instead of long runs. Got kettlebells, I've got weights, skipping rope. So I'm fine. I don't need the gym, but I do fancy hitting the weights, using the free Wi-Fi. Plus they got like an office space, so I could work there all day, edit podcasts or something. This shop supposedly makes number plates. I thought it was novelty, but it's not. Huh? Get your number plates there. Would make sense though, because there's a lot of places here that are auto mechanics as usual. Right. This is off another main road, so this is much more local. You'll probably get some bespoke shops. We'll walk around and we'll see. Probably get bespoke shops, auto, places that look after cars. I can't remember the name of it. Help me out. Can't think of it. When you go and get your car serviced by a third party, you can come here for that. But this part where all the cars are parked, this is where they do the end of the Tai Hang fire dragon dance. You can see these buildings are obviously quite short, so they've been around here a lot longer than the other ones, and they've kept it that way. Yes, I do. There's a new coffee shop doing a soft opening just there. Always a new coffee shop in Hong Kong every week. Haven't found a reason to wear the white suit though. These guys have the best views for that celebration when it comes. Now that I didn't know existed. There's a little market over there. I guess so. Yeah, there's no Starbucks here. There's all... I'm not complaining, by the way. I'm just saying that there's always a new coffee shop, but there's no Starbucks here. Mechanics, that's what they're called. Mechanic shops are all here. Anyway, we'll take a peek up there soon. We're going to go over here first. We're going to go to this shop called Rabbit Dry Cleaning. I assume you bring your rabbits there for dry cleaning. This place will be packed for the celebration. I mean, if I couldn't get sort of backstage access, I wouldn't even bother. Hi Tom, yes I am. No, this area is free of Starbucks, I mean. This area. No, Hong Kong loves their Starbucks. Yeah, I'm on YouTube now, live streaming. I've actually got tons of work to do on this channel. I've got like 3 videos to process and get through, edited videos, never mind live streams. So I haven't got the time. But I'm glad I've got stuff to upload eventually. This is where the dragon would normally sort of go back on itself. I'm going to link the older video inside the show description of this video. And then I can speak to somebody and try and get access again. And we'll do a nighttime video. Let's see what's up here. Shorts. Yeah, shorts do, but they're actually demonetizing the shorts. A video underneath 2 minutes doesn't get monetized. You can't put adverts on it. Yeah, there was some hoopla about it. Just want to see where these steps go. This is probably the remains of the... Oh, shit. Probably the remains of the village. I nearly fell off that. We'll probably find a little mini shrine or temple up here. The steps that began this all were village steps, but this is sort of like maintenance access now. Okay. Yeah, it is a bit, but my legs are caning from this morning's run. Nothing here. No shrine, not even a shrine. Not even anything dedicated to the god of war or to the god of justice. I only did 3 100-meter runs. Took me like 20 seconds each. So what's that? Only 11 seconds slower than Usain Bolt? It's not bad, is it? I don't need any more out of that. Yeah. Shit now. Right, let's get back on the road. Seems like wasted space though, all of that. Wonder what you could do with it. Although someone's tied a rope. Hello, London. So you could climb that. Maybe they're doing it for training. I hope you can see the rope. Let me zoom in. That would be pretty cool. I'm watching where I'm going now. Okay. So, with the popularity of Foodpanda, Deliveroo and whatnot, I mean, I'm always getting YouTube adverts for these services, and I'd rather just get the meal myself. But we live in the age of convenience, don't we? And it is Kevin. Welcome. And what's happened is that my local area has a sort of, it's a kitchen that cooks the food of other restaurants. And so let's pretend it does McDonald's food and KFC, but then the drivers can go there, not necessarily to the restaurant. So it's a quicker service. So it's a kitchen dedicated just to cooking and for drivers to pick up. I can't go in there to pick up the food, right? And so with all these motorcycles in the area, they've, for some reason, they've decided that, oh, we can park at the end of Jonathan Street. Loads of them now. These are nice old houses. Someone's parked their Tesla here. And they're actually parking it, and they've got corrugated iron for a balcony. They're actually parking the motorcycles in the way of where people are walking home. But now they've hired security to get rid of them. Just stand there and make sure they don't park. There you go, see? There's a shrine. Someone's left their broken ones out again. Rather than throw them away because it's bad luck, they keep them out and people can still make offerings of biscuits in their packets. I don't know if they know this. I don't know if the Chinese know this, but the ants will eat it. The gods won't. Anyway, security guards now at the base of our street, and they're actually Africans doing the security work. They're not Chinese. So yesterday, I spoke to a few of them, just wondering, what they're doing, how long they're working for, shit like that. And then the motorcycles are actually kind of annoying, so I thanked them for their service. And then I offered them some yogurt this morning. So at the moment, they've got 3 of my spoons and some plain yogurt and a jar of honey. The dragon dance itself is a symbol of there was a sickness in the village that was saved. Well, the village was saved, and so they used that dragon dance to keep up with the tradition and the folklore behind the village being saved. But I'll tell you, it was something that was interesting. I get certain vibes when I was reading a lot about Twitter that it's offensive in America to sort of ask where people are from. Oh, where are you from? And you're trying to figure out if they're actually Chinese or actually American, something like that, okay? And so it's been it's in the back of my head that I shouldn't say those things. And yet, yesterday when I spoke to Casey and Ben, one of the first questions was, where are you from? And I was like, why am I listening to these fucking idiots? Well, why are these idiots on Twitter in my head, in my thoughts? Just ask a fucking question. There's no harm in it. You're curious about other people. So I said I'm from the UK, and he said, "Oh, Britain." I was like, "No, the UK." And then I reported him to Twitter because he got my country wrong. Yeah. And then I explained to him, listen. UK is not Great Britain. How dare you? Yeah, well, I started a conversation with him, so he can ask me whatever he fucking wants, really. That's my attitude. So here we are. We're inside the small sort of blocks that make up where the dragon dance goes wild, and you can actually chase the dragon. But there's no harm in asking, bottom line. And if your tone is obviously one of inquiry and politeness, then there's no problem. But that was what was in my head first thought, which was kind of annoying. And then he said, "Oh, my wife is doing a master's degree in London, in Southampton." So he's dropping names, and she lives here now. I was like, great. And tonight he wants me to show him how to make yogurt. I was like, no problem. We can make some yogurt together. What's your James? What kind of dragon? Are we talking about an actual dragon, or is it a metaphor for something? There's a mixture of the mechanic shops, and then you've got these restaurants. The difference between the UK and Great Britain is one country. Northern Ireland is part of the UK, but it's not part of Great Britain. What does that comment say? If there's harm in America because it implies so generally, right? But you know what? Everyone's almost a transient to Hong Kong, if you're not Chinese. But then even Chinese are transient to a large degree. Puyo, my old housemate, he only wanted to stay in Hong Kong to make some money. So, but again, it's just the idea that was in my head first. Oh, I shouldn't ask where he's from, but I actually am going to ask him tonight. Like, which part of the country in Africa are you from? Is this a dead end? No, it's not. I know Africa's a continent. Don't at me. Oh look, some pieces of taxi and a cardboard lady. Huh. Fixed taxis here. Remember, if they can't get the parts for the taxi now, they have to change it for an electric version. Yeah, he wants me to teach him yogurt, how to make yogurt, and I will ask him where he's from, because I'm curious about what kind of Africans are coming here. I know one or two, Tom. The owner of Live Zero, she's born, and she kind of has a British accent, but it's not. It's just like a English with no geography attached to it. Yeah, Toyota doesn't make these types of model taxis anymore. So they're slowly running out of parts, and the government has just simply said, or mandated, okay, if you can't find the parts, change it for an electric one. And I guess you could, take apart the taxi and give it to other taxis that may need it in the future. That's cool. So yeah, mechanics and coffee shops. The Tai Hang dragon dance also is getting more and more famous. It's becoming one of the few authentic Cantonese traditions that exist, but it also means it's getting busier and busier, and it's becoming more famous. So I wouldn't ever come to it if I wasn't going to live stream it. Okay? Loads of nice coffee shops here. There used to be a Hello Kitty one dedicated to Hello Kitty. I think it was here actually. My first reaction would be to just give them some alcohol, but I thought, no, I'll try yogurt. And then I was very surprised that one of them said, oh, teach me how to make it. I was like, bro, I got a YouTube video on how to make it. Subscribe. These are getting rarer and rarer, these outside restaurants, because you need a license. And the license aren't hereditary anymore. So once they die, the government can get rid of it. Just a small market then. We'll come back to that street because there's quite a bit there. This is the mini market that doesn't seem to be open except for one shop. Maybe they're so new that no one's moved in. That's probably what it is. Anyway, we've got a meat gourmet shop, probably for the Westerners to enjoy. No. Hong Kong is so safe. Although people tell me not to go to Sham Shai Po, but I think Sham Shai Po is fine. Personally. I think there's 1 or 2 frozen yogurt shops here. That's it. You see the curved corners? Rarer still. Yeah, I guess the Hello Kitty shop is gone. What were we talking about anyway? Oh, stealing the yogurt. Well, you know, I bought it. It's not really like a trade secret. That's interesting. Just the fact that they tied it up. You just need 40-degree temperature, and he could take the yogurt I gave him and make more. Japanese restaurant, Japanese ones. For some reason, the restaurants never have any windows. There's that allure of, ooh, what's going on inside? Anyway, this is Niku Niku. It's probably really nice as well. Probably some chef that's emigrated from Japan, Tokyo, and he's got a special kind of sticky rice. That sounds a bit racist. Well, I'll have you know that the Japanese cook the best rice. They cook the best, most plainest rice you've ever tasted. Huh. Those 2 houses together. That's tiny. That's like the smallest. That must be so old. I walked right past that because we're back at that coffee shop with the porthole. We're on Brown Street, in case you're wondering. That building looks like it's got its own. Sorry, this apartment looks like it's got its own original windows. So this place has a mixture of a hipster vibe and then just full of mechanics. Hello, KV. How's it going? Oh, they've got a balcony. Jealous. Jelly, jelly, jelly. These are still the streets that the Dragon Dance holders would run around on. Good. Well, this is not going to be a long one. My battery's on like 15%. I didn't charge it. But I just wanted to scour this area in preparation for the Dragon Dance. Also, the big buildings, they're conforming to the limitations, the physical limitations of these small streets. But give it 10 years. I wonder what it would be like here still. I'm not sure, Pierre. Hello, but Happy Valley Racecourse is just on the other side of there. Also in a sort of recess space. So development is slower. Very austere, isn't it? Look at that. Is that the word? Am I using the right word? Sort of Roman Greco. Is it Roman Greco? You know what I mean, Art Deco. There we go. So it's things like this on the end of my street that's pissing off the residents. That's why they called in security, who were there on a sort of ad hoc basis. They don't know how long they're going to stay there for, but they just want to send word that you can't park your bicycles there. Yeah, but that's all to do with architecture. I did study some of it at uni, but I forgot, so I'm not using it. Ooh, this guy is going to squeeze it in. Oh, he's got Chinese license plates and Hong Kong license plates. Huh. That's nice. Unofficial. The flower. And the Hong Kong Central Library is right there. I can't see that guy, can you? I'm looking for a shrine. But what I did find is someone's got, exactly, he was in camo. Someone's growing strawberries and chilies here. It's flowering actually, so give it a couple of weeks. Oh, and Kevin, what's this one? I forgot. Not jackfruit. They're ripe for the taking. There's 2 of them there. 3 of them. Four. There's one actually by my house. My American neighbor was getting the evil eyes from an old lady who was watching the same kind of tree, and there was a huge one bigger than that. John was saying, that's the American guy, and she was waiting for it to drop. But I don't know the name of that fruit. It's not durian. Yeah, it's not durian. Yeah, Kevin will know. We'll just go on to the main road for a second. So that's Causeway Bay over there. And Tai Hang is inside Causeway Bay. But officially, we're inside like the district of Wan Chai. And it's here where they'll organize the dragon dance. That's where everybody works to put out the celebration. Jackfruit? No, I don't know. Shit. Let me check on my other phone. Yeah, it's jackfruit. Thank you. These 2 buildings, they've got the British fingerprints all over them. In other words, they made them. very old. But they're also community centres. If that doesn't say British influence, I don't know what else does. Gloucestershire Road. And don't forget Jones Street. That's very... Here we go. That's a new edition. And it gives you the date. Proudly. It's just obscured there, probably because of the... I mean, that's not a great place to put the sign, is it? Underneath that shelf, on top of that. But it says Tai Hang Fire Dragon Heritage Centre. So they're probably moving here for future coordination, if that's the word. That does look nice though. I'm going to take a picture of that. No, it's the date. I'm going to take a picture for Rhea. Ah, I'm trapped. Well, there you go. That's the sort of Pac-Man-esque take, waka waka waka, of all these little streets that I haven't really live streamed in the day. I only come here at night time. I guess you see the slice of life without the dragon and the ceremony. There's some aloe vera there. And that looks like avocado. Another Japanese restaurant. I knew it was Japanese just by the look of it. Didn't see the menu, honest. Right, as I said, just a short one today. My battery's running low. So I'm going to get off. So I'm going to leave you with this bright yellow car and this street view. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you later in the week. No worries. Thanks for turning up. So I just saw this photographer. Why is he taking pictures? Well, it's a nice house. I'll leave you with the view of this house actually. Huh. Bye bye.